Hi everyone, I'm Justin Nightinger and I'm going to be your Dungeon Master tonight on DM Saving Throw. Before I go any farther though, I have to throw it over to Lisa for a very important announcement.
We do. We've got a special announcement, guys. I just wanted to point out that we just recently crossed over the milestone into having 100 followers. So
Woo!
if that is one of you, yeah. I honestly, though, it is exciting, and I wanted to announce it and just say thank you for being here and thank you for your support, and hopefully we will continue to entertain. Justin,
And now back to the regularly scheduled everything I always say every week. Right, so before we go any further, I'd like to introduce you to our PC, starting out in alphabetical order. Casey?
Hey everybody, my name's Casey Boyd. I'm playing Byron Bancroft, and Byron, I believe, might be choosing to go bounty hunter. I don't know.
Seems like the right idea.
Okay.
My name is Lisa. I am playing Nyx, the reborn cleric, who is likely going to be going the blade route.
And my name is Rob. I'm playing Casper, the orc paladin, and I am going to be going assassin, believe it or not, because I kill people.
Totally righteous paladin way.
Yeah, well, righteousness may vary.
Which is also the blade route, if you want to say it the casual way.
Oh. Well, you know what?
Whatever.
I'm gonna
Some of us take
subvert
notes.
expectations. So. Oh, okay. Well.
So for those of you who have no idea what's going on, last week the group got a chance to, well, I'll get into that in a little bit here about the Crimson Writ, but on to our normal stuff. So we are playing D&D 5e with some homebrew rules thrown into the mix. If you look to the left, hopefully we've got the correct people on the left-hand side of your screen, because we are using the D&D Beyond extension. You should be able to scroll over and see some cool stuff there. Lastly, we have the sweet Tailspire, who every day is getting closer to allowing us to import our own characters, and on that day, we will rejoice. So does anybody have any questions before we go into the recap? It was real short. Last week, the gang kills my assassins really easily. I was sad. From there, they carry a gnome and a baby Bjorn while checking out the rest of the Scorch Palm lair. After that, they leave the lair and end up back at the Crimson Writ, where they get those stinking badges. And it's here that they get to decide whether they want to be the things that they just talked about. So there was 3 choices, and that's who they're going to be. Last but certainly not least, before we get to the shenanigans, if you haven't already, please join our Discord. All of the links for all the stuff that we do are down below. And if you're listening to this in the future on our podcast, please make sure to like and subscribe and all that happy stuff. Oh, I forgot about inspiration. This week, Rob, you're going to be giving out this week, you're going to be giving out inspiration, Rob. And last week, we gave inspiration to MPTGL. If you're here, we are going to allow you to either give me inspiration or give me disadvantage or advantage, or you could give the group advantage whenever you want. Everybody ready?
A few things. Just wanted to congratulate our team for fucking over Justin's plan so well last game.
We really nailed it, didn't we?
And also, holy shit, this Tailspire map is so big.
Yeah, can we get a little overview maybe, if you want to, scroll around as well.
This map was made, it's actually 2 things I put together. So the main portion of it, this is off of Tales Tavern. The author's name is Doc Cheese, D-O-C, and then Cheese. And this is Port of Dalgon. That is what this is called. And I just pulled this in here, and then I also used from Tales Bazaar, Pirate Strikers dirigible airship with electric magic thrusters. That's where the ship is that you guys are at. So that's what we
Yeah,
got
this
going
is
on here.
absolutely fucking
Good lord.
impressive.
It
Yeah.
it is, and I wish that I had the time to make stuff like this or the creativity.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a really, really good job making this cool.
I wish we were gonna spend any more time here other than just getting on the airship and leaving.
Well, at some
I
point,
think
you
that
guys,
might be what we do.
you guys could come back here.
We can come
We
back
could
and burn it
poke
down.
around.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to burn it down. I want to rule it. I want to control everything here.
Nick steps onto the ladder and throws a Molotov cocktail into the building beside her.
I mean, everything
immediate
here is made
enemies.
of wood, so this place is super flammable.
Well, that was poor planning on the city designer's part.
Yes, they've obviously never met
Alright.
adventurers. So as you guys, are going over to here, you hear some horses behind you, and a very well put together man in very starched robes gets out, and he says, "Excuse me, Miss Winner. We need you back at the manor." And Winner goes, "Oh, me?" And then she leaves to be gone until you guys go and see her again.
Bye. Good character arc.
Just wave her off. Yeah.
Yep.
Bye, Winna. Thanks for joining.
I've
Yep.
seen her
Great getting to know you.
polymorph into a squirrel and chase like a nut down a hallway, and we just get up and wasn't there someone else with us? I don't.
But the fact that she didn't just immediately die and like turn to dust,
That's an improvement.
Yeah.
it's an
Clear
improvement.
improvement.
It's a better send off.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
For our viewers, just so you know what's going on, we're experimenting with what characters we like as a group. So there might be higher character turnover than normal. So
sure. Yeah,
that's
I mean, I'm a big believer. If you don't want to play the character, then I will kill them gladly, or make them an NPC like we just did with Winna.
because you can't do it through normal means. You have to wait until you want to play a different character.
That's right. That's right. Or I have to cheat. Or I have to cheat. I left you guys off last time with a fancy boy coming down a ladder to greet you guys. So there is a high elf that is coming down the ladder, just like this regal looking face. Wearing a sky blue peacoat with gold flowers embroidered on the sleeves. He's also got 2 cutlasses on his left hip and 3 wands on his right. As he comes up closer to you, you can actually he just smells like honey. Like, this guy looks like money and smells like honey. I didn't mean to do that, but I did that. So, he comes up to you and he goes, "Hello there. My name is Emerald Farragar, and I'm your captain."
It's nice to meet you, Emerald. My name is Byron. This handsome lad is Casper, and lovely lady on my right is Nyx.
"Oh,
Pleasure.
thank you for the mansplaining. I'm glad that you were able to talk for the lady."
He does that a lot.
I didn't realize that
You're
introductions were
the first person who's ever
explained.
called him out on it. Emerald, you and I will be
It's-
quick friends.
It's only polite to introduce the fairer folk I've seen.
I mean, if introducing you is mansplaining, then I don't have to do that anymore.
Neither of them get it, Emerald. It's you and me against the world.
Byron, she's
I love her
independent.
once, by the way.
Is she?
Oh. There he goes again. So the wand, yes. These are great. I love them. I use them when we're not on the ship, but we'll get to my rules in a little bit. The first thing I'm going to need is your 250 gold pieces, please. That's each, not individually.
We know.
250 is just so expensive, though, don't you think?
It is, but it's the price you pay for an ally.
I thought that you
It's
and
the
I had become
luxury.
immediate friends.
The
this
luxury
begins.
of a rigid airship.
This is why the very beginning of the game. It was just like, we're not bartering. There's no bartering allowed. We're not doing it.
And then every step of the way, we
I have
proceed
bartered.
to barter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a little bit. I will dutifully hand him the 250?
A small
Yeah.
sack. Yeah.
He takes it and drops it into a extra dimensional space that looks like a cod piece. So he looks at you all and he says, "Before you go, I need to let you know that there are 2 rules to my ship. The
Only 2?
first, there's more than 2, but there's 2 that I'll explain now. The other ones, they go without saying. The normal rules. None of the bad stuff. No hanky-panky that's not wanted. No stealing. No fighting.
No thieving.
No thieving.
No fighting?
Gotcha.
Like none?
No unwanted fighting.
Oh,
Quite
a ship you run.
Speaking of which, have you... Never mind.
Okay, I'll go back to my rules. So no magic on my ship. Those that try will find that they can't. This beautiful lass, and he points up to his ship, which you can see is called Sunset's Bloom. It has been imbued with magical dampeners to keep people from casting fireball and killing us all. Rule 2. If we come under attack, everyone fights. We have the ballistas up there. We also have, and he points, and you can see there's these big openings on the bottom of the ship. He says, we also have the owlery, that if you should choose, you can jump on one of those and fight.
What?
Question.
They're an owl. They're big owls.
Process.
Do we need training for that, or do we just get on an owl and go? That seems
Have you
dangerous.
ever ridden a horse?
Yes.
It's nothing like that. And he just says, he points up and he says, those are where they come out.
Bad. Yeah, you said that already.
Are
Okay.
the owls magic?
They're just big.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about them suddenly shrinking down or anything.
No,
with
no,
the
no.
Okay, perfect.
As with most owls, you do need to worry about fire. They're quite flammable.
Very flammable. We've encountered a few owls.
We've
in our
heard those
time.
before.
Yes.
Question about fighting. Whenever we all have to fight, is there a way to turn off the magic dampening?
No.
How do you fight?
And he
Well-
holds up his fists.
Oh,
With a sword. That's why he says 2
how long have
Byron
you had this ship for?
cutlasses.
Byron just
12
kind of
years.
rolls his eyes. He says, "And here I thought we were dealing with civilized folk. I guess we can go back to, what is it, fisticuffs?"
Well, that and the ballistas, we can shoot them at things.
Ah, yes. What says refinement and class than shoving a giant wooden stake through somebody?
Well, you look like you like to shove things and other things, so I imagine you're used to it.
That's a crazy jump to conclusions there, Captain.
Oh,
Comes to
we can
fighting.
smell our own kind.
I mean,
I would
he's
much rather fight the old-fashioned way with sticks and fists than risk being overtaken midair. I'm sure that
Speaking of-
should anything happen, which surely nothing will, and this will be an extremely peaceful flight, as I'm sure you've had for the last 12 years.
Yes.
If anything were to happen, we can pop in with our fists and our owls.
Yes.
Right, gang?
Correct. But Captain, we're a group of pretty seasoned adventurers at this point. Are there sky pirates? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, we call them Skyrits. They are the worst, but they're not usually out this time of year. We should be pretty okay. Yes, we should be okay.
What's the length of time until our destination?
He sticks his finger in his mouth and he holds it up to kind of test the air, and he goes, 3 to 4 days, depending on the weather. It looks like we got some some weather coming in here, but 3 to 4 days.
Isn't Donover's hold like inside of a mountain?
No, it's inside and outside of a mountain. If you look over there, you'll see where the city goes into the mountain,
All right.
and that's where the dwarves started the mountain, or the city, and then it sprawled out into where we're at now.
Interesting. I was just confused how you were testing the air on the ground level when we're going to be in the air. It just seemed like it'd be different, but I'm not a sky captain, so I just said I wasn't. So
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I just want to flex on my notes. The Golas Feist Mountains, also known by their common name as the Grey Mist Mountains, make up a large mountain range on the northern eastern coast of Apagon. Their name comes from the gray mist that constantly covers the slopes. The mountain also acts as natural protection along the west side of the megapolis Donver's Hold. Why am I like this? I don't know.
No takers are born every 7 years.
I don't know, man. I was like, wait a second. There's definitely mountains just on one side of it, and then I was like, yeah, there's.
That was a weird thing to say, Blue Lady.
I'm very interested in the city and its culture. I've actually learned
I'm
quite
surprised
a bit since
you haven't asked if she's a ghost yet.
she's just
Oh,
she's just pale. She's not blue.
Well, that canon is apparently up for interpretation.
Yep. Depends
I
how
am
I'm feeling.
A ghost, but I don't believe. But I'm not a magical ghost. I think that I'll still be able to remain perfectly corporeal while on the ship.
Oh, that's great, great. You'll be able to enjoy dinner. Shall we?
Byron,
Yeah.
Yes.
if for whatever reason I become incorporeal, please get my money back. I'm not going to pay for. If I just disappear, I'm not going to pay for a ticket on a ship that I'm not even riding on.
I promise you, if you disappear, I will gather up all of your golden items.
That is not what I said. That's Byron. Byron, don't you go up that ladder. Byron, we have more to discuss.
Thought that was implied. Nix, do you need help going up this ladder? It's kind of a big ladder.
Oh no, we don't need to explain how she needs to do things. She can do it on her own. And Byron will walk in front of her at the ladder.
This is me white knighting. It's not.
I'm a capable young lady, thank you.
There's no difference.
Old, very old, actually. Irrelevant.
Yeah,
No.
literally a ghost.
I'll go last if you don't mind, Casper.
Okay.
Okay. So, we're going to move you onto another board, which is going to act as a placeholder. All right, let's see here. It helped if I knew where my maps were. So, as you guys go up this ladder, you end up on what you would imagine is the equivalent of like a 3-story ship. I can't.
I don't think I can put myself on the ship.
All right, here we go. I need to bring you guys to this board. Summon
Thank you,
players.
okay. I was like, it's too high in the air. I can't even put myself on it.
All right. So let's see here. Byron, I'm gonna put you on the wings. Byron.
Oh, great. The easiest place to die. Wonderful.
Casper. Nix. Okay. So, the captain brings you up the ladder, and as you come up the ladder, you're introduced to a few other people that are part of the staff. You see a couple of guards, and he goes, "This is my first mate, and some of my other crew members." And he points to a Triton, who he introduces as Pourback Brasting. And I can put that to chat. All right. And then he leans over and says, and this young tabaxi is Mist Raven. You see a tabby colored tabaxi. Mist Raven is her name. Next up is a small gnome, probably about 2.5 to 3 feet tall, bright purple hair, and not wearing a shirt, but has a just really luxurious cape on, and the fanciest damn shoes you've ever seen in your life. And his name is Fancy Cape Buckle Shoes. I really went all out on that one.
Came up with that one all by yourself, did you?
Yep.
It's good that he found a cape and shoes with buckles, because otherwise his name would make no sense.
And the last that you see is a little goblin, and she is wearing like a like the outfit from the maid in Clue. And her name?
No.
No? That wasn't a thing?
What
Okay.
about Mommy? Why don't we go with Mommy?
Nope, it's Mammy Spoonpot.
Okay. Well,
Oof.
I missed what poor Bask is. I have first mate.
It's Pourback Brasting. He is a first mate.
Back.
And he's a Triton. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So they get you on there. They do the song and dance, showing you what's going on. And they take you down to your rooms. You're all given a very small room, but it is just you in your room. So a nice thing about 250 gold is it does get you a room to yourself. The captain looks at you and says, dinner will be served in roughly 3 hours, and until then you're free to do what you'd like, or you're allowed to just take a nap. We can come back and get you when it's time for dinner.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this ship exclusively run by 5 people?
No, there is more people than that. There is probably a half a dozen guards that are on there, but this is just kind of a he just wants to introduce you to some of the people that you might be interacting with. There are also other people milling about. There is, I actually have a bunch of them
So
down here.
while I'm walking around this ship, Byron would like to look for the anti-dampening magic fields or whatever they are.
Okay. Give me an investigation and an arcana.
I wanted to ask while the captain was there,
Mhm.
are there any places of the ship that are off limits?
The only places that I would say that are off limits are my quarters and possibly other people's rooms, if they don't want you to be in there. Let's go back to the whole don't do things that people don't want you to do to them on this ship. But other than that, this is a passenger ship. I do ask that you don't mess with the weapons unless we need them to.
Yeah.
11 on investigation, 26 on arcana.
Okay. You can't seem to find exactly where they're at, but you would imagine that the dampening is actually built into the ship. This would be a pretty common practice because it would be very bad if somebody were to cast something malicious on the boat.
With a 26, am I able to tell like it lessen as I move out on the wing?
No, you're getting a feeling that it's almost like it's an aura around the boat.
I gotcha. So
You guys
just
did this. You guys did this. You only have
we
yourself to blame.
we did nothing. This was implemented by the DM.
Yeah.
Don't even try and point fingers at us. I literally said no. Not literally, but all right. So Byron has a very sense of unease about him throughout this. He relies heavily on that, and he will start to probably move in and towards the ballistas just in case.
Okay. So you walk up, and there are some guards just hanging around shooting the shit. And these are really, really big ballistas. They're not the normal stuff that you would see on the walls of like a castle. These are something that you would think would be used to shoot into another ship and try to take it directly down. What's up?
Where are the owls at?
The owls are underneath.
I think Byron actually would probably go to the owls because the fact that he has such a kinship with Athena, just
Sure.
he probably would find an interest, probably would summon her up just so that way she could see the owls.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything else while he's going down to where the owls are at?
I'd like to just scope out the ship a little bit, see if there's any signs of of prior battles. If this is the kind of thing that it's like, yeah, this ship has been through a lot and
Okay.
maybe
Give
has
me-
any, I don't know, areas of weakness or.
Give me an investigation.
I would like this.
7.
Good.
7.
Oh no, I mean, Casper helps me with the investigation.
I
because
do.
I'm
I do.
denied.
My friend Nyx is doing something interesting, and Casper, one for intrigue and possibly even romance, goes and helps her with that role.
Okay.
I don't like the direction of Casper just leaning into the white knight thing. It is a character choice, and I will give it to you. Nyx pays him absolutely zero attention, and, which maybe even fucking works for Casper. Who knows? And I'm gonna inspect and point out the things on this ship that I find particularly interesting and notable with my nat fucking 20 roll for 20.
Oh, so you won't pay attention to Casper, but you'll use his role.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You're like
But you won't talk to
rubber
him. But
you're like
use
the
his
rubber duck that sits on the desk of like an engineer that they just talk to, and then as they just like talk to it, they're just like solving problems left and right. It's like that.
So, you are looking around as Casper is mansplaining to you where any structural integrity there isn't. And the captain walks by and he's like, "Didn't I tell you no mansplaining?" But you guys are able to see where any structural integrities might be lacking, and you see that like there clearly has been some scuffles here, but nothing super crazy. Like there is places where you think that maybe it was an axe that went into a railing or a sword, but overall nothing super crazy. So we cut back to Byron, who is now, he walks down into the middle of the ship. This seems to be, as you guys would know, this is where the most of the rooms are at. It's also where the kitchen is at. And then you catch another set of steps, go down into the very bottom. This is where the stores are at, so all the stuff that that would need to be stored, as well as the owls. And the owls are a large chunk of what's down here. There's probably 8 large owls down here, and they are in kind of like how you keep horses. So you can see in there. It's not like they're just completely caged up. That you can see them, but they can't get out the way you're at. But you could open up the side, and that would allow them to fly out.
Are they friendly?
Okay. Yeah, I think I would just kind of at least see them and kind of get a lay of the land of what they are, and kind of let Athena just go.
Do any of them look big enough to hold giant Casper? If we want big boy Casper, would he need 2 owls, or what's like the read of owl weight carrying capacity?
2 owls? As roller skates?
Big Casper would sink this thing. They're pretty big, but big Casper would sink it.
Are they African or European owls?
They're horned owls.
Whoa.
Like in this universe, does that mean they actually have horns? Or
No, it's the only owl that I knew from the top of my head.
It was just like, hell yeah, fantasy owls with horns. All right, they can do some melee damage. We love that. But are they friendly? Can you pet them?
I don't know.
Do they like Athena? Are they becoming owl friends?
I'll let Athena go to them.
And they just Athena pops up, and they kind of look at each other for a little bit, and they have a little bit of an owl gossip, but they look pretty friendly. Leans over and just kind of gives you a whoo.
Okay, Byron will head back up.
Okay.
We will just proceed with the trip, I guess.
Where are quarters?
On the second floor.
Are there any amenities on board?
What are you looking for?
We're
A
gonna
bar,
be here for 3 days.
Cat-
spa,
Cash bar.
That'd be wonderful. A pool, maybe?
or non-cash bar. 250 gold goes a long goddamn way.
Pool's on the roof.
So as you get to your room, the captain hands you drink tickets. You get 8 drink tickets.
All the
He
grog
says-
you want.
God.
He says these trips are a little bit boring. We'll be giving you 8 more drink tickets tomorrow, and then 8 more drink tickets the day after that.
Wow. That's very generous of you, Captain.
Yes,
Thank you.
Excessive.
we aim to please.
I've noticed that you've brought us to a room. We all paid separately for tickets. Do we have?
Oh no, this is his room. Your room's over there, and he points across the hall,
Excellent.
to your specific room.
Captain, that sounds a lot like mansplaining. She could have found her room by herself.
Oh, you-
I asked the question, Casper.
I've been
I hate
caught.
all of this.
Captain, we caught you in your own mansplation. We're the captain now.
Oh no.
You have to hand over. I believe the additional rule was you have to hand over one of those wands every time you're caught mansplaining.
It's not how it works, but goodbye. And almost like magic, he disappears.
I think our captain is a bit
Well-
of a coward.
I guess I don't have a room because
Oh, it's over there. And he runs away. We need to get away from this conversation.
so
I will immediately hand up my drink tokens and give half to each one.
So assuming that we drop off Casper and Nyx on the way to him showing my room, I just kind of want to lean in a little bit close to where no one else is hearing me and just kind of tap on the cod piece that I'm wearing and say, so, Madam from the Tiefling Touch?
He looks at you and he winks and touches his nose.
Byron will just smile and he'll head into his room.
All right. So if you don't want, do you guys want to do anything else before it's time for dinner?
Nope.
Okay. You guys go to dinner. This is actually, there is a little dining room in here. It is open and there are people in it, and I have my light showing. It's on, see where my light's at?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you guys walk
Oh.
into this room.
Oh,
Yes.
Sorry. I meant to ask this entire time, and I kept forgetting.
Yep.
Are there other passengers with us?
There are other passengers, yeah. So when you first got on, I kind of just glanced over it, but I said there were other people who were on board. There are the guards, as I said, and there are probably 20 other guests on the ship. There are a few who have asked to be there, as well as another contingent of miners to go to Turbulensk Island.
ooh, so they're also going. Oh, we should talk to them. Okay.
Why do you want to talk to children?
No, you know he said minors with an ER.
Accompanied or?
Do I?
They're unaccompanied.
All I'm saying
Well-
is, this is Justin as our DM. They could be orphans and stuck on a
You know,
ship.
goddamn it.
If
You're
we
not
don't
wrong.
specify it right now, then they're Schrodinger's
the-
minors.
What's the
Schrodinger's miners.
general like vibe of the ship? Is this a lot of like, this is a business trip, sit down, shut up, we'll get there when we get there? Or is it more of like a party vibe, like a cruise ship kind of
Sure.
style?
This is it's a little bit of the latter. So the people who are on this ship, which you said you want to talk to them, but they are going over to be miners on this island, as miners, ERS, not miners as in children.
Just
But they're trying to kick back, have a drink or 8, and have a good time while they're on their way there.
Okay.
So as you guys walk into this room, it's probably big enough to handle double the amount of people that you have in here now, but at that point it would be rather crowded. Now there's enough room to kind of mix and mingle. Like I said, as you walk in there are some people who are playing cards. You see a rabbit person. There is Fancy Cape Buckle Shoes. He's playing cards over there. There's and 2 regular people. They're all playing cards. You see a Dragonborn, and he actually looks like a cleric. He's just kind of standing there watching. There are.
What's his holy symbol?
What is his holy symbol? Give me a religion check.
I too would like to make a
So
religion
that
check.
assumes that
Sure.
it's not my holy symbol if I have to make a check for it.
Or my holy symbol, probably not. I got an 8.
8. You do not know.
17.
Okay. You can see that he is a follower of Denir, the god of writing. He's a nerd god. So this is he's a dragonborn, and he is wearing a very long, almost like a winter jacket, but also a robe at the same time. So it's got like fur lining on it, but he has a big set of glasses that he pushes up his snout. And as you notice, you see he's also got a pocket, like a pocket protector. He's a nerd.
Any other stereotypes you want to throw in there while we're describing him, Justin?
Can I throw one more in? Because you
Sure.
said that he wasn't actively participating in the game. So is he just hanging out is he just hanging out in a corner, like watching wistfully, waiting to join in, but too uncertain as to how?
You can see that he's just kind of he's standing there watching, but you can't tell whether or not he's there because he doesn't know how to strike up a conversation, or he just he doesn't quite know how to get into the game, or he's just watching. But there's a bunch of other people. There is a group that is sitting together in the corner over here where I have my light. And in that group, you see a half orc, 3 Kenku, an orc, a tabaxi, and a human. As you look in that direction, the half orc, who is wearing a bright purple suit, with a fedora, tips his hat in your direction, and winks at you, Byron.
Am I able to gather any like insightful information from that? Like what he's like, is this guy a pimp?
Give
Kind of think it
give
was.
me
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
I like how that's where your mind
17.
went first.
Purple suit.
17?
Come on.
I mean,
That is the exact color purple of Prowler.
Gasp.
Um,
Okay.
and as your eyes continue to scan, you see it was a half elf who was sitting at a table, giant smile on his face, just waving back and forth at you guys. And he's like making the motion, like come over to my table, kind of thing. He's like, hey guys, come over here.
Which table is he at?
He isn't at a table over there. It's just I just threw some people in here to give you something to look at.
Okay. I don't know if he was if he was also in that big gambling group or if he was kind of doing his own thing.
Nope, this is a different table.
Okay.
Do we want to say hi?
Here. Oh, I'm already walking over to.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Hello.
We'll give you a character for him. He will be this guy over here. I just put down in the corner. Okay.
As is a known problem with Tailspire is sometimes when there's a whole bunch of items, you can't necessarily see. Oh,
Here.
there he is.
Where the
okay,
lights at? There you go.
alright.
Yep,
That whole
yep.
line of sight thing is not always the most convenient.
Yeah, sometimes it's a pie and you can't see past the pie.
I was like, I know
It's-
he's somewhere in the room, but I'm sure that there's a table blocking him. So. Hello,
So he looks, she goes, hey, you guys took your sweet fucking time, didn't you?
Well, that's awfully rude of you. We just got on the ship.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since the order gave you some little direction, nudge in the right direction. We need your help to save the damn world, and you're out playing Blastaball. And I mean, like, Mestercath put a large part of his success in your hands, and you've done all you can to push off this prophecy. As he
Can I
said
ask
that,
you to get fucked?
you can, but I won't do that in the company of others. That's a me thing. It's a solo thing.
Does
But
this guy
you know,
have
it
any
doesn't have to
indication
be a
that he's
solo
part
thing.
of the order? Is he wearing anything? Do we spot him back at the church at some point?
he's got like a little necklace, and it's got a dragon with a black little gem in the middle of it,
Okay.
Well, I
which we're
recognize
gonna
this guy.
say is how that is. That is a symbol of the order.
Okay. So when you
Okay,
say
okay.
order, do you mean the Heralds of the Dawn or Order of the Black Knight?
Oh, it's
Reborn Knight.
the order of the Reborn Knight. Yes.
Oh,
I'm sorry, isn't the Order of the Reborn Knight the people who are in connection with Prowler that was hiding out in the High Boss House?
Yeah, but they were also the ones that were at the mine trying to defeat them. They were trying to... The idea behind it that we loosely determined was that the Knights Order came and fought off because we were caught between two different groups that were at the High Boss House, I'm pretty sure. And so the thought is that maybe the Reborn Knights aren't actually bad. They are just misguided in what they were doing at that point in time.
Why would they know about the prophecy?
I don't know.
They're
Why would
the
they know
ones
about-
who gave you guys they gave Io the information to get you guys to go to get the lance, as well as to go to the library. They were the people who Talon saw when he went to his little excursion when he got sucked into a portal.
Okay.
Bro.
Well,
learning
we're
so
here
much.
now, and we're also on the same flight as you. So I don't know how we could have been any faster.
Well,
Oh,
I've been
so-
waiting for you guys to get on flights for a couple of days now. So anyway, I mean, and as he says this, like there's an eruption of people in the background at the gambling table. And you see Fancy Cape Buckle Shoes. He's now yelling at the Haragon about the fact that he's not cheating, that the Haragon was cheating, and a Tabaxi and a Leonin run up and start separating them. And he goes, oh, God, Fancy Cape. You know, I'm happy that there's another one of us on here. Fancy Cape's one of us, but I wish it wouldn't have been him. That guy kind of sucks. He's just. Anyway, look.
Well, it sounds like you've gotten to know the people in the ship from being here the last few days. Is there anyone that we should keep an eye out for?
I mean, those guys, and he points over to the group with the
Prowler
people
guy.
I just showed you. Yeah, the Prowler guys.
Is the group playing cards involved at all with that group, or is that somebody
Nope.
different?
Nope. So we'll just say that for you guys to have a reference, here is the Prowler people,
Mm-hmm.
and over here is the
Card
the
guys?
people playing cards.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you been waiting on the ship to help us in some way, or did you just want to
Yeah.
hang out and berate us until we join?
Look, so we need you guys to get the lance so that we can free Mestrakath from his prison. Like, the bonds are getting looser, but over the last couple years, he's been able to get out for short periods. But with the Ruma gaining power, like, we're really against the clock, and we need to get this to free him so that we don't have the end of the world. So
where
Go.
is the lance that we need to retrieve, apparently, for you?
Well, so it's on the island, right? So we're going to Turbulensk Island, right? I don't. Do
Sorry,
you guys
let-
know
let
anything
me-
about Turbul?
No, we don't. My question was going to be more specific as
um,
to where on the island, but
Oh, well, I can get to that. So when you get there, we have another local contact who has knows where it should be.
And the contact's name?
It's Malastra, the Minotaur.
And where do we find Malastra?
It's
You know, for
Ra-
having 3 or 4 days of just sitting here waiting for us to show up to prepare for this conversation, it sure seems like you're having a hard time remembering the information, friend.
look.
as
There's
the
a lot of
DM
notes on this
takes
sheet.
umbrage.
There's a lot of notes on this sheet. He
Is he
goes,
just looking at his hand? He's
Yes,
just
yeah. He's sweating a lot, so everything's bleeding together.
Smudgy.
He looks at you and he says, "Look, you guys, you're gonna have to go to the Rapatapa Mining Company town, right? It's Rapatapa Mining Town 4, I believe, is the name of the city or town that we're going to. And you're gonna meet with Malastra the Minotaur, and I'll put that in chat for you.
Malastra the Minotaur.
Yep.
Should be
Oh,
easy
why
enough
won't this
to find.
highlight?
I can't imagine there's too many Minotaurs out there.
I don't think there's gonna be a lot of Minotaurs there for her. And I've never been, to this town, but from all I heard, it's a real shithole. There's been issues with the local Haragon population. Some say they've gone savage.
Are they eating
do you
all
mean?
of the carrots?
No, they're eating all of the people. You see these other miners? There's a
No.
reason why we're paying to ship them. They're paying to ship them over so quickly. You got to replace them. They lost 12 last week.
Do you mean they've become cannibals?
Well, it's
I
not
mean-
really their race.
Yeah, they're
So-
not
Carnivore?
vegetarian. Yes,
But
I mean they might eat carrots.
they
but-
ate 12 miners in a week.
Yes,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
I understand that
Okay.
rabbits do things a lot and quickly. So, it's something that we have
It's
to.
something that they're known for.
I've broken
Tell us more,
Rob.
Byron. Tell us more.
I used to date one. It's
Oh God.
All right.
So, in the days that you've been waiting here, is there anything else that we should know about the island, or specifically where to find the lance itself?
It's on the island. Remember the Malastra? The
I
sorry,
thi-
look.
We're
there's-
gonna have to
I
ask
got
her.
that.
He
Is
he
it-
knows
I mean-
nothing. He's just here to basically scold us for not coming here immediately. Instead, we, after saving their entire group from peril on the zombies and we rested for 2 days, he's upset about that. It's totally
Yes.
understandable.
We did that for
Yes.
free, by the way.
Yes,
We saved your group for free.
that's why we're giving you so much for these.
What's your name, friend?
My name is.
Looks
on.
at his hand.
My
I
name
shouldn't
is
have rolled in grease pencil.
Dern Moorhand.
Pleasure
D-I-R-N.
to meet you, Dern, and very glad that we get to spend the next few days together. Do you need any extra drink tokens? I think I'll have plenty.
He looks at you and he goes, "Sure, I would love it."
Sure, it's not a problem. I'll be sure to hand over any future ones off to you. Is there anything else you think that we should know?
Nope. And just then, a person with a new name, Fanny Spoonpot, comes by and asks you what you'd like to eat. Your choices are dry roasted giant fire beetle with hummus and a cucumber salad, butter poached chole over a roasted multicolored tomato salad with a citrus vinaigrette, and warm sun melon salad, oranges, onions, and fantasy feta cheese. Those are your choices.
Oh my God, those sound amazing.
That's
Yep.
all-
Jesus.
it's not very good.
I'll do
Yeah,
the
I always spend way too much time
on
and
the
I'm
food.
like, fuck, I need to be prepping.
Honestly, it's so cute though. It's really cute. Like your eyes light up.
Yeah.
So Byron wants to do 2 things. First, I'll order the second salad that you mentioned.
Okay.
The other thing is Byron would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And just kind of glance towards the Prowler individuals.
Okay. You cast that and nothing happens.
All right, detect magic dampening. Forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh, this will be a straightforward, fun, uneventful trip.
It will.
You got to use your wits and your wiles.
Yep. So.
Or just be bored, one of the two.
Well, God bless.
Yeah, as Byron tries
That's
to
what the drink
cast.
tickets are for.
Yeah, as Byron tries to cast and it doesn't work, he just goes, I'm gonna go play cards.
Okay.
I'll have the third sound, please. That sounds amazing.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to the miners.
Okay.
See if I can squeeze any more information out of them.
Oh, order a salad. Get the first one.
Oh, sure.
So
I'll take the first one, please.
Thank you very much.
you
could
guys,
just hand it right over to him, though.
get your food. It comes back. It's delicious. And Nix, you said you wanted to talk to the miners.
Yeah, I'll ask them if it's delicious. How's the salad, Casper?
Really, really good, actually.
it's great. While you finish that up, though, I'm gonna go see if our miner friends
The
can
children?
teach us anything more about this island. The adult miners that are
I
here
just-
that are
Lost connection to my board. Uh-oh. Tailspire
dun,
just crashed.
dun.
I think that's
Technical difficulties.
The plane goes down.
All right. There I am. I'm back. Okay.
Have we seen any? Is it been a fully blackout magic since we stepped onto the ship, or have we seen any signs of like little Like, yeah, you would know that those are magic lights that are keeping permanently lit, or...
It is.
Soot is just
regular-
covering the walls.
Yeah, it is. It is regular old lights, fire lights, not magic. But you walk over to the miners. There's a couple of them there that you can talk to, and as you do that, there is the sound of thunder outside.
The other thing that's happening is Casper's natural musk is emanating from him again, as Byron is no longer able to dampen that.
God,
He hasn't realized he hasn't showered in a couple days.
Alternative, Byron no longer is emanating the sweet smell of, like, what, fresh baked cinnamon rolls or whatever.
It was vanilla, but yeah.
Vanilla.
Oh, we smell the VD coming off of his body. Wait. Oh. I can't see what Okay.
I mean, I thought I would just mention it. I mean,
I'll have you know, it has a very keen effect, unique effect on people.
yeah.
So
have
you-
a Casper Musk table to roll on. See what effect it has.
If you'd like to talk to the miners, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Okay, so hang on. First tick, you said that there was a big rumble of thunder outside. Are there any windows in this room that let us look?
Yep, you can see out there.
outside?
It looks like there's a storm coming in.
Okay, just a storm? Anything in the storm?
Nope, just a storm.
Okay. I say, probably something to keep an eye out for.
Byron
Yeah,
looks
we
out the
should
window and
Check
says,
that
"Well,
window periodically.
if it goes down, we could have prevented it with magic. I'm just saying."
Well,
And you hear on the wind, you go, "You're thinking too much."
Byron, Casper, can we just agree that if anything should happen on the ship, step one is that we need to make sure that we all have owls secure for the three of us so that we can get off safely.
Correct. I will die
Perfect.
immediately if I go in the water. So that will be bad.
Yeah,
Perhaps you should consider doffing that armor of yours. for
I'm not a
the duration
pussy.
of the trip.
But what about
okay.
sky pirates?
The Skyrates? The Skyrates? I
You
would
need to be prepared. They can attack at any
nervously
time.
approach
They ride on the
mining
wind.
group and just give them a hello. Do you mind if I interrupt?
What would you like?
I'm just curious about the island that we're traveling to. I haven't been out there before, and I thought you folks may know something about it.
It's an adamantine mine. It's owned by the Rapatapa company, mining company.
Oh, I thought that
Yes.
Rapatapa was the name of the town out there.
Rapatapa Mining Town 4. Yes, they're not very
Rapatapa.
inventive.
Rabataba?
Rapatapa. Hold
P's?
on, I have
With
a graphic.
P's. Okay, shit.
Hold on,
All
let
right.
me
I'm
read
trying.
my
I'm
notes
fucking
straight.
trying, man. I'm trying to keep up with that. An adamantium mine. Well, that's interesting. And have you heard anything at all about anything unusual discovered in the mines beyond adamantium?
Savage rabbit folk.
Oh, you've heard about those as well. Oh, good.
He-
I wasn't
He looks
honestly
over
sure
at
if I should say
the
anything.
rabbit. Yeah, he looks over at the rabbit playing cards, and he's like, "I'm worried that one's gonna turn savage too."
Well, has it been to the island? Maybe they're perfectly fine, and it's just something on the island itself that's causing them to get upset.
It could be, but I don't want to get eaten. That's
Oh, it wouldn't be that
Oh, see.
bad. I mean, you'd be dead for most of it. In any case, we've only lost a few others out on the island. I'm sure you folks will be fine. You look like very strong, capable individuals. If
Okay.
you do, if you need any help with the, if you need any help,
Thanks,
with the
strange
rabbit
lady. You can go
problem-
now.
if you need any help with the mining problem, I'll have you know that my companions and I actually are quite capable of taking out large hordes of creatures. We've done quite a bit of work in Donver's Hold to rid most of the zombies that have been out there. If you find yourselves in over your head, I am sure that we could combine our forces, or at the very least offer some service while we get out there to make sure that you folks have a safe landing.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You haven't heard anything about a lance by chance, have you?
He looks
Well,
at
you shake
you,
your head
looks
and look
down at
around.
his pants. He's like, "Are you hitting on me?"
No, not at all. No, put that away. No,
Oh,
no. An
okay, sorry.
actual metal
Puts it back in
metal
his
lance.
pants. Nope. Nothing about
Okay.
no lance. I'm just a normal old miner guy.
Are they telling the
Cheers.
truth? Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm not- you know what? I'm gonna roll insight just so that you can't tell me that I didn't later on.
Okay, sure.
Rock and stone, baby.
Yeah, I rolled a 15. Can I safely
Oh,
assume
yeah.
that this guy's
He
all right?
he's
Cool.
just a very intelligent miner. He's so down on his luck. That's why he's on a ship to a place where people get eaten by rabbits.
Yeah, I took away from that conversation. They know they're going to a place where miners get eaten all the time. And they're okay with that. That's
Still,
rough.
though, if there's something to be found in the mines, I don't know. It could be helpful. Could be helpful to make some friends when we get out there.
I said we
Trying to
lose
figure
the
out-
adamantium mines.
How did playing
Yeah.
cards go?
Oh,
No,
I
it's
walked over
just
to
a-
Byron, who's
I wanna
just joined
gamble.
the card table.
Sure. You're over there playing cards.
Hell yeah.
Give me a D20 roll, both of you. 10 to 15, you won 5 gold, and 15 to 20, you won 20 gold. Anything under 10, and you lost 4 gold.
I rolled 2.
2. Oh, you are just getting raked over the coals. You don't know if there's somebody's playing with a deck that they're cheating, but you lost most of your hands. You lost 4 gold.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah.
A 13. Byron is doing a little bit better. He's catching some of the good cards, and he gets that number that I made up that I don't remember immediately. I think it was 5.
Byron, you can tell that Casper really doesn't quite understand the rules of the game. And he's also just unlucky at the game naturally, so you could easily take a decent amount of his money.
Byron's trying to leverage the other people. He's trying not to necessarily take from Casper. As Casper's holding up his cards, Byron's like turning the cards back the right way for him, and he's just like,
holds him up to Byron. Are these good?
"Yeah, man, you definitely got rummy. Go ahead."
All right. You guys want to do anything else?
Can I make an insight check on the rabbit?
Yeah.
This guy wants to eat people, doesn't he? 14.
14. You see him. You saw that he was actually eating the vegetarian option tonight. He was not eating any meat.
Weren't they?
He's a vegan.
Wasn't it 3 salads?
No, it was the hold on.
I eagerly,
Sorry.
I
believe you.
Yeah, you say,
Justin,
I
believe you. I'm
eagerly
sorry.
await the storm.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I believe you. You don't have to look it up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Actually,
You guys.
Once the cards, I mean, I don't know if they were to settle down. If not, he would say during some downtime in the game to the rabbit person. So, you've heard what's going on the island. Why are you going over there?
He looks at you and he goes, I'm down on my luck, and I got to go over there and make some money so that I can go back and buy me a house.
As Byron
That's really
scrapes the money out from in front of him, he says, "Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that."
really optimistic. Aren't you afraid you're going to turn into harnessed as well? Feral?
I don't think I will. I mean, I've been pretty lucky so far. You look over, he's got like 3 gold left in front of him. He's been losing left and right.
Casper will give him 5 gold.
Oh, gee, man, that's really nice. He puts
you
out
go.
his paw and he's like, name's Harrigan. No, wait, no, he's a Haragon. Names. Sorry.
My name is my race.
Names. Harrington. He's Harrington the Harrigan.
Yeah, okay.
Haragon.
It's only a bit better, right?
It's only a bit better. Look,
Casper will shake.
my parents were not very inventive. They
have 30 kids to name.
Yeah.
From what I know of your race, I'm sure they probably struggle to come up with names that they haven't used before.
I'm Harrington the 7th.
I'm sure has a tragic backstory to it. Okay. Well,
Sorry,
enjoy
I'm just
the
so
money.
enamored by this idea of Casper giving him 5 gold and the buyer just immediately going, so another round then? So just starts dealing.
I was pretty sure you're gonna be like, oh, thanks, man, and he puts it all in the pot.
You shouldn't have gone in with 7-2. I'm gonna.
Byron, he's trying to buy a house.
He's going about it the wrong way. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hopefully we won't have to kill you later when you turn feral.
Oh, I hope that would be terrible.
Yeah. Well,
It was good playing cards with you. I hope I don't have to murder you. All right.
He goes, oh, God, I hope Eldath protects me, and he gets up and walks away.
me too. Actually, hey, come here. I'm gonna do a beep 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 little blessing on him.
Oh, I thought you were
From,
checking his
Eldath.
temperature, make sure you didn't have COVID. I was like, what's happening?
How far we fallen?
Is that what the deadly virus is that's affecting the Haragon population? We're gonna find out it's just COVID. What a plot twist.
Yeah.
Actually, though, Casper gives him a little Eldath's blessing and says, I do hope that Eldath protects you, especially from whatever's happening with the Haragon.
Thanks, man. I'm going to bed. Good
Thanks.
night.
Thanks for your
Okay.
donation.
Good night. Our encounter is over. See you never.
All right.
Well, I have gotten everything that I want out of this dinner.
As Byron puts his money in his pockets. Me too.
All right. You guys go to bed. The party carries on for a little bit later. Does anybody want to do anything before you wake up?
I think Byron would secure his room heavily before going to bed.
Yep. That was my
So
thought.
there is a big, like, old school latch, like it's just like a tree trunk thing you can put in front to lock it so nobody can get in. So you guys secure your rooms and you go to sleep.
I would. Casper definitely, like, he didn't try to make it obvious. He tried to downplay it when the party that B said it during the dinner, but when he's in his room, he does take off his armor. He's like, he gets he stores it. He's like, I really don't want to drown. He is a bit nervous. How is the storm?
It's getting bad. It is. The storm has really come in now. It's interesting because most of you have probably not been up this high in a storm. It's almost like you're in the clouds as the lightning is going off, and it's lighting up the room.
That's safe.
Yep.
Is there a
Wow.
window in my room?
Yes.
Okay. As a reminder, as a ghost, Nyx does not sleep. So I'm just gonna hang out and watch the storm for 8 straight hours.
Okay.
Dissociate heavily.
Okay. So you're disassociating heavily.
Yep.
And at 8 hours and 1 minute,
Perfect.
you guys hear a pounding on your door. Quick, wake up. There's been a murder.
No.
Dun, dun, dun!
No. Really?
Yep.
I love this.
Does he say that individually? Like he knocks on each of our doors?
Yes. I just wrote down.
There's a pounding
There's
at the
been
door, but is
a
it just
murder.
like, oh, there's a pounding at someone else's door?
And you can hear
I've
him
got this.
say it as he moves down. He keeps repeating. It's just okay. This guy really likes his drama. As
by
By-
the time he gets to Byron's door, Byron just opens it. It's like, I've heard. I know. It's fine.
Byron opens it and he goes, "Has there been a murder?" No. So the deal is as Byron wakes up, he is just horrified at the stench of his boots. He doesn't even think about the fact that he takes it away. Byron's feet smell awful, and it's just something that is just very disconcerting to him, and that's just something that bothers him.
I love that that's canon.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, Sparrows smell terrible without his magical.
Yeah, and he as he's putting it on, and the stench like subsides once his feet are inside the boots. You can just hear him grumbling the entire time, just fucking magic dampener, fucking as he's putting on his boots.
Okay. So there is definitely been a murder, and you are taken down to a room farther down at the other end. This is actually towards the crew area. You're brought into a small cabin, and
Just us?
everybody.
Just-
Apparently,
So,
it's
like,
everybody.
all the,
Yeah.
all the
Hey,
passengers
we
as
just
well?
thought you three might be interested in investigating for us.
Well, I mean, it's equally weird that they get all of the passengers up, isn't it? I don't know.
They say, huh? Let's see. You and you and you. I need you to solve this murder real quick. And they point to the three of you, and they take you down to a room.
And
way-
we just all happen to be standing at equal 1/3 sections of
Yep.
the crowd of people
Yep.
separated just
Everybody
for
else,
this one.
you're suspects. Go away now.
So you're brought into a room. It looks close to what you guys have. It's a little bit more lived in, as this is a crew member's room. So you walk in, and it is a hot mess. Sorry, I took too many notes in too many different places.
Is
So,
this fancy cape buckle shoes?
It is Fancy Cape Buckle Shoes. He's been murdered.
No!
Yep.
My God.
How could you murder the best NPC?
Take your
So-
shoes.
There is he's been stabbed into the wall. So he is pinned to the wall. His cape draped down behind him. His shoes, one of his shoes has fallen off onto the floor upside down. The other one's on his foot. It actually
His shoes down, buckles askew.
yep, he's buckled his last shoe. And there is a weird symbol that has been carved into his chest.
Do we recognize it?
I don't
Do
know.
we?
Give me an investigation check
Is it a religious symbol?
or a religion check.
10.
23.
Sorry, hold on.
24. Hey! Byron doesn't know
Okay.
shit. We're carrying this
you,
party.
Byron.
Fuck you.
Byron
Okay.
is still furious that his feet are
Yeah.
are super smelly.
As he gets in there, he's just like, his feet don't stink out of his shoes. I don't know why mine
He
have.
just takes his shoe and goes, no smell. God damn.
So, you see with your investigation check, here's the things that you find. You're looking around, and you see that on the door frame there is there's a smudge of green paint or yeah, something like that.
Or something.
Yep. You're looking around through everything, and you do find a set of cards that would be used to cheat. And you also, as you are looking around, you see a dagger, and the dagger it's just a regular dagger with an ornate handle, and the handle is the symbol of a snowflake. As you see that, Casper, you're noticing that the symbol that is cut into the chest is kind of the same. And it dawns on both of you that this is Ariel. Ariel is a bad lady from Frozen Places, right? So she has a bunch of different names: the Cold Goddess, the Frost Maiden, Ice Dawn, Lady Frostkissed, Frost Sprite Queen, and Storm Bringer. But you do also know that part of her bag is human sacrifices to her.
Holy shit, did you guys see that somebody carved into his chest? My god.
Yeah, there's more bad news where that came from. Well, the good news is maybe the sacrifice quota has been met, and there won't be any more runners.
Well, I think that's a positive outlook, but if my knowledge of Ariel is correct, she enjoys human sacrifices, and Fancy Cape is a gnome.
Whoa! Wait a second. This is a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
DM?
That is exactly what I said, yes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Lisa. Is this
This motherfucker.
not fitting? Is this not fitting for the goddess? Is this sacrifice not okay?
Exactly.
Specifically, you. I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm not as smart as you. Okay, I don't. I get there in my own time.
Mansplaining my own mystery solving.
It appears like it is carved
Lisa,
into
let's
some
not
type
shut
of
up.
shape. Is the shape a snowflake?
It's awfully snowflake-esque. All right. So the cheating cards I'm going to hand to Byron. I'm going to say, do you remember anyone who might have been using these last night?
Well, I mean, one would assume that they look like all of the other cards, so it would have been indecipherable. But does Byron think back to someone who might have been, like, winning more hands than what he's used to seeing?
Oh, yeah, you would 100% instantly zone in on the fact that Fancy Cape Buckle Shoes was winning more than he should have, especially on his turn to deal.
Well, I mean, it's a chance that this is his deck and somebody took issue with him cheating all night. I didn't seem to have a problem. I was beating them even with him cheating, apparently, so...
Oh, that's why I was losing so much.
Yeah, that's
Yes, that's
you know,
why.
this symbol kind of reminds me of another guy. Is this really a symbol? Fire just constantly like 10 minutes behind
I'm just
everything
gonna-
on all this.
Yes,
So
I
Nick,
can't figure out what the... Casper, is that not the oddest smell? It doesn't smell like what I would expect from a decomposing body, but it's absolutely fumigating this room.
sorry, that's me. Byron hasn't been able to suppress my
My natural musk.
most recently.
I think it's both of you.
Oh.
We've
I'm
been
wearing
traveling
my
together
boots,
for
damn
how
it. You
long?
can't smell that.
I
Do
can't sleep and
undead
I
even
can't
have
eat, I can
olfactory?
smell. I'm going to say yes. I
Until
can
it-
hear and taste and do the other things.
Until it doesn't work out in my advantage, she can.
Let's get out of there.
Wait,
Sorry.
I just realized something, guys. There was a storm outside last night, and Aurelia is known as the Stormbringer.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So you
true.
think there was the goddess stabbed him?
Oh no,
Well,
sacrifice.
disciple.
Wait, this is a gnome. Does that matter?
actually,
All right.
But- okay, so just to clear it up, Justin, is that
Yes.
canon that it's human sacrifices and it's a gnome? Was that intended?
Well,
Or was
no,
that-
I classify. I don't live in a place where there's multiple different types of people that are all bipedal. Like, it's human
Nomicide.
sacrifice. Yeah, it's classified as The same thing.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. So how should we solve this? Also, should we solve this? This is really our problem.
Well,
Byron pockets
it's
the cards.
it's not directly our problem, but Casper, don't you think that, as experienced adventurers, we have a certain duty to assist the people on the
Yeah.
ship?
I mean, I think our first stop should be the Harrigan. I mean, he's needing money. He wants to have money. Casper helped him out, and this guy was frankly just cheating him out of money, so he may have taken umbrage with that and exacted his
Maybe.
revenge.
Well,
Plus,
yes,
but
they
they turn savage closer to the island they get, apparently, so...
The Haragon was also a worshiper of Eldath, at least from what we heard.
Maybe that's a cover.
I mean, I wear my symbol like right here, so. But yeah, maybe we should just go by cabin and search people's stuff. Say fuck it to privacy.
Well, I think we need the
There's
captain's
no
go-ahead for that.
privacy when there's a murder afoot.
A murder.
A murder.
Where is the captain? Captain!
Oh, yeah, yes, it's me. Don't
wanna
remember my
invade-
voice. But this is how I
we-
talk.
We want to invade your passengers' privacy and look through all their stuff to find the murderer. What do you say?
I. Yes.
Great. We'll
Good.
start right away.
Okay.
Before
Is
we
there-
start questioning,
I was gonna say, is there like, does there seem like there's blood splatter, like, and like it was blocked by anything anywhere in the room, or?
Give me an investigation.
yeah, you got that CSI knowledge going.
I need a
Are there
semen
any
sample from
round
everything in this
drops of
room.
blood that would indicate that it fell downward from a knife as opposed to a splatter effect from a burst vein?
Byron gets out red string and he starts finding
12.
a 12. It just looks like somebody just stabbed the shit out of this guy. Like it doesn't look anything other than just straight up sacrifice.
Okay. I don't know that we're gonna find. I mean, they left the dagger. Like, it's gonna be difficult to identify who, unless they have blood on their items that they left in the room.
I almost asked, do we have can identify the spell work on DNA? Maybe the killer nicked himself on the...
Not on this ship.
Yeah, we can't cast anything. Welcome to the wonderful world of.
I love it. I'm into this. I want to check out the green paint or ink or whatever it is. I want to get in on that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
Okay. Shit. It's a 7, which I'm taking as my visual observation, my visual investigation of it, trying to identify what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you get in there and you can't tell exactly what it is. It's green and it shouldn't be there.
Okay. Now, if I eat it, can I roll a separate investigation check to get a sense of like scent and taste and if it does damage to my body?
Nope.
So,
Tastes like
can I assume that it's not? Yeah, how do I know? I don't know if it's poison or not unless I eat it.
Investigation encompasses all of that. You're doing all of your investigating.
So, question:
So theoretically, if I ate it,
Can I pull out my poisoner's kit to give her an assisted roll? I know it's after the fact, but like
Well, let's
for
just- let's-
poison identification only.
Why don't you use your
what if it's
poisoner's?
just, I scoop up a chunk of it, and as I'm going to lift it to my mouth, Byron's like, nah, nope. Let's. We've got tools for this.
I'll say that you can do a poison check on it with your poisoner's kit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just roll plus proficiency.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll do this one because it's the same. 7.
Okay. You're pretty sure this is not poison, but then again, it might be poison. You're not sure.
Byron pulls out a vial of clear liquid and he dumps it in there and just goes. I can't tell that it does anything. I think it's fine. Shakes it up inside the water.
You look on the side and it says needs magic to identify.
It's my whole life. This one thing has
Useless
broken
fucking-
my entire character.
All right, and then the dagger itself, ornate handle, has a symbol of a snowflake.
Yep.
Is it an adamantium dagger? Can I tell that much?
It is not. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. It is
Oh my-
just it's a regular old dagger.
The symbol on the dagger matches his chest, guys.
Byron, how
Yes.
many of those drink tokens did you use yesterday? Because I
Mm.
need you to get with it, bud.
None.
Oh.
I'm just really
Do you
bad at
wanna-
investigating.
All right, team.
We should start investigating. Actually, I mean, do we know, like, are they liable to strike again? Like, are they like, is this god, the Ariel, like, give me all the sacrifices you can because I love them all, or is it like kill one and get the fuck out?
What'd you got, like a 600 on your
24.
23
Yeah.
and 24.
Yeah, you would know that this is this is one of those things where it could be a one-time thing, or if the person is super overzealous about it, they could try to do more and more.
Okay. I'd like to ask the captain.
Okay.
If this kind of thing, have there ever been any other sacrifices happening on this ship? Is there just to kind of get a sense of?
This is a first. We're usually a very straight to the point. Like, we go from here, it's 3 to 4 days here, and then we go 3 to 4 days north, and then back to Donver's Hold, and then it's just a triangle, man.
Is there anyone that's recently joined your crew or a passenger on board who seems like they might have, I don't know, maybe be a bit of a social loner who recently has found a collective that shares an unorthodox mindset, and now they're doing some eternal bidding for some kind of cult? I don't know.
That would have been
There's something to
Fancy
that
Cape. He was really into this order thing. I don't know, but
Fuck.
you could maybe talk to maybe Miss Raven. I know that she has the next cabin over.
I think we will be talking to everyone.
Glad we narrowed it down. Are there so the griffins, the owls, how do you activate that? Can anyone just open the rookery and escape, or do you need special?
He thinks about it. He's like, son of a bitch. Anyone can escape.
So you can't cast magic, but anyone can just take your stuff at will and leave the boat. Okay.
Well, why would you want to steal a giant, majestic horned? Oh, they're majestic. Oh,
Oh, they're very majestic. They're also a getaway device from stopping one getting caught
no-
from committing a murder.
no
perhaps.
one's ever murdered anybody on the ship before. It's usually just 8 drink tickets. They pass out. We get them up the next day. We give them 8 drink tickets. They pass out. 3 days goes fast. They're hungover. We've got 250 gold each. It's a perfect system. Till today.
I say we get down to the owl space immediately and lock that shit down and figure out if any owls are missing.
Agreed.
Okay.
I will let you guys go do that.
Wait, what are you doing? You
Nothing.
shouldn't split up.
I'll be right with you. In
I-
just
I
Necromancy
know that
doesn't work.
tone.
like this isn't a character voice. You don't know this tone.
I know that you should come with us.
I
I'm
absolutely
Worried for your
will.
safety.
No, it'll be
I'm
perfectly fine.
mansplaining right now.
I'm
might die.
she is eyeing those boots with the glint of a looting goblin.
Oh my god. Captain, go away. We've got it. Just leave the room.
I don't understand.
I think that we need to collect a bit more evidence before we risk leaving the body
Just get
here.
it. Nix, just take it.
I grab the boots and I grab the cape as
Captain-
long as I
Captain,
can
we-
get the cape. I
We're
don't know
not
if
even
it's
gonna
like
explain it to you.
all
Captain.
ripped up.
We don't need
You-
to explain ourselves.
I want the boots.
You need that for evidence, I take it.
Yes.
as Byron pulls the
These are
daggers
for
out
you,
of the
Emily.
wall
These are
and
for your next character,
takes the
baby.
cape
Whatever
off
tiny
its
footed
back.
creature you want to be, I got some fancy boots for you.
For you, Emily! For you! We stealing loot for you!
I don't know what she's gonna be, but she might be on this boat.
She better have some tiny feet.
She was actually the goblet, the gnome that just got
She,
murdered.
she was fancy shoes, her fancy cape.
Dead before she could get started. What a
Is
shame.
the cape all fucked up? Can I take the cape too?
It is full of holes, but you can.
I'll take it.
You guys, Byron pulls the knives out of fancy cape, and then the gnome just falls forward. Now he's just laying prone, very very unceremonial. And you take his cape. It is a very wonderful cape full of holes,
how do the daggers look?
like regular daggers.
Wait, there are multiple daggers? I thought he was
There's-
just stabbed with the snowflakey one.
No, there was 2 daggers that were holding him into the wall,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
then,
right.
yep.
Okay.
I
feel
like
like-
Miss
I
Prince's
mean-
theory that Emily is secretly the murderer.
That would be fucking
She's
amazing.
hiding out on the ship.
And
Should-
also, Emily would be dead really quickly.
Should we
Um,
look into the individual that was in all purple?
Yes, but we should go down to the rookery first.
Okay.
You guys run down there, reckless abandon, just pushing people out of the way, and you get down there.
All the owls are gone.
and there's one left, and he's smoking a joint. No, they're all the owls are still here.
Okay, excellent.
We should kill all the owls.
No. I think
No.
if we need to get off this ship later.
Athena.
Alright, well, I mean, not you, Athena. We love you. Don't worry.
I think that we should lock this place up. Do we have manacles, chains, anything?
Yeah, I've got manacles. I was told to buy them by Casper.
No, I gave you
Not gonna
some.
look into
Yeah,
that,
but you
okay.
also told me to get a second set.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't remember
theoretically, we
that
could,
at all, but I believe that.
we could manacle a door shut, right? If it's got 2 handles.
Sure.
I have
Whatever we can do to like
fucking.
secure
I
it,
have
lock
4
it.
cases of manacles, so.
Perfect. I say, listen, I think we put as many blockage on this thing as possible
Super
to make sure
BDSM.
nobody else escapes.
Okay, so you were able to, with hopes and dreams, lock these doors so that nobody can get out, including the owls. Yeah, you did that.
All right. Now I say we start interrogating people.
Should we just
But we
look through
can't
their
use
rooms
magic.
first?
We can do an interrogation and investigate the rooms.
My thought is we know who to talk to and interrogate first by narrowing down what evidence we might find.
I'm okay with that.
How many manacles take to lock this place down?
How many do you have?
I have 4. Byron apparently has 2.
Well, I said there were 8 owls, so you're 2 short.
Is there just like a door to the entire place?
No, it's each one has its own.
Yeah, but like, is there like the staircase that leads down into the whole of the ship? Is there
Oh.
like doors?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
thinking something where we just
There's
lock the door
two. There's
itself,
2 of
like,
those. There's one on both sides.
I don't want anybody to get in here. I don't want anybody to get near these fucking
So,
owls.
You know what?
2 manacles.
Fucking before we even do that, let's look to see if this motherfucker is hiding down here. Because they might just be waiting for us to leave and then leave.
Sure. Give me an investigation check or a perception check.
Byron will assist you in looking.
Thanks, man. They're the same goddamn thing. A 12.
A 16.
Okay. There is nobody down here.
Okay, but again,
All
I
right.
want to make sure that we're locking the room. I don't want anybody to break in here and start stabbing owls. I just
Okay.
want to make sure they are safe and protected.
Could be bad too. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We lock the doors with manacles.
Okay.
Okay, I say we follow Byron's plan. I think Byron has an excellent plan, and we should start with investigating the rooms themselves before letting anybody back in.
So you're splitting the party, and one person's checking all the rooms, and the other person's doing their stuff?
No, I think
No?
we're going to keep the
No?
party together and just
Okay.
make our way through the rooms.
Okay. So, do you want to start on the crew end, or do you want to start on the other end where the regular people are at?
Wherever the Prowler purple guy is, and potentially the Harrigan are.
We'll say that they are on the complete opposite side. Like right as soon as you come down the steps, on the right hand side is the Prowler people. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms all in a row, and then on the other side, the very first room is Harrington's room.
So, I guess before, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, let's check out Harrington's room, I guess.
Okay. You go in there, and this room is a hot mess. And Harrington is in there, and he goes, "Guys, what are we doing here?"
Oh, we'd knock and then enter.
Oh, come on in. He's like, "I still got this gold that you guys gave me. I can't wait to get to the island so that I can invest it." He looks at Casper.
What were you about to say?
I'm-
That was really suspicious.
So this guy got murdered, right?
How would you know inside your room?
Well, I don't know. What could have been the guy
DM.
going, "There's been a murder" to everyone's room.
That checks out. That checks out.
Can we just cursory give a glance over his room, see if there's anything that looks like blood splatter?
Yeah, you
I
look.
say- One
Sorry, go
person distracts him with a friendly interrogation as another person
Casper picks him up by his shoulders and slams him into the wall.
Oh my God!
Nick's in the background just tearing out his stuff, just like, where's the dagger?
Look for his room.
There's the
You're
green
stupid.
goo.
You move.
Byron's just like, taking steps out of the room.
Byron, you can either tear up this room with us or you can block the door. Those are your options.
You're used to tearing things up, Byron.
Hey!
So,
Is his room covered in secret green goo or
nope, there is no goo at all.
Semen everywhere.
Nope.
It's a green goo?
Yeah,
What the fuck is Byron packing that it's
He
green?
has the- he
I
has
never
the-
said
he-
that
he's
that
got
was
the
green.
doctor.
I said the only thing that they found was that it was covered in semen.
Okay.
Harrigans.
All
God.
right. Nothing suspicious in Harrigan's room?
Nope.
Okay, we've got like 24 more people to interrogate.
All
Yep.
right, sorry.
We'll get through it. We got 23 more.
Put you down. Sorry. Yeah, there's a murder. You understand.
It was a murder. We're trying to resolve the murder.
Hey, you wonder why we've been going crazy. It's because being treated like this is.
There was a murder
And that's
on the ship.
you put those teeth away. That is unnecessary behavior. No, absolutely not. No, oh, stop. Okay, just stay in your room. Just stay here while we get this sorted out.
Actually, lock your door though.
I'm gonna manacle this
Legitimately.
door. I'm locking him in his room.
You
Makes me don't
lock
have
him
my-
in there as he's putting his lock on his side. He is
Perfect.
thoroughly in there.
That's gonna come back to kill him later when we have to evacuate the ship.
Yeah.
I don't. Listen, we've
okay.
got 2 to 3 more nights on
Okay,
this ship. And
So, to streamline it, we're gonna go into someone's room. I'm gonna take him and push him against the wall. We're gonna investigate the room, find things, let him go, say sorry, and give
do a
him
little
smooch and
looting.
leave.
Just a little.
S-
Just a
so
little
just
sneaky looting under the
you-
guise of investigating.
um
Stealing, if you will. Stealing would be another, just a little casual thievery while we investigate, while we rightfully
A
take
light treason.
potential clues, while we take clues that could be possibly related to the murder and
This
our
gold
shiny
can be used by an
and
assassin.
a lot of
We have to
money.
take it.
so
That's my wedding ring. Well, it's got it's got some scratches in it that vaguely look like a snowflake.
So you can't just straight up rob everybody on the ship.
She can sure try.
No, I'll be a good noodle because that's what my fucking alignment is supposed to be.
Yeah.
What?
So
As you
the
pick
only
an
people that you
assassin.
the only people that you probably have troubles with doing what you're trying to do would be the prowler people. The rest of the people down here would be pretty much pushovers. The prowler folks, however, when you go to theirs, they don't want to let you in their room, and they direct you to the half orc, the one who was wearing the suit and the fedora.
That's really nice, but I'm gonna barge into their room if they don't let us in. With my elbow, just bam.
Okay. You push past them, and as you do, so there is 3 Kankus, a honest to god orc, a tabaxi, and a human. Who are you going to?
An orc.
That's the prowler guy, the
That's
purple
half
suit.
orc?
No, there's a half orc and a regular orc.
Okay, so there's a half orc, 3 Kankus, an orc.
Oh,
a
I didn't know there was
tabaxi,
an orc.
and
Yep. The regular orc's name is Dorothy.
that is so cute.
Why do you do that to our culture?
I love that.
And then the Kenkus are Caw, Scraw, and Scree. The Tabaxi is Mittens, Murder Maw. And then the human is Tammy Longshoes.
So
Those really
Byron's
have lunches.
standing outside the door. He's just going to, like, behind the door jam so they can't see, start pouring poison into the high boss gun.
Okay. So you give me a stealth roll with advantage because you're behind a door.
And the orc forcing his way into the door.
25.
All right, you're good. You're saying you're pushing past the orc? Is that what you're trying to do, Casper?
Whoever is the first in the line of doors is where we start, I guess.
It's Caw, the Kenku.
Oh, I just take his fucking bird head and just lift him up off the ground. I mean,
Just rip his
In one
beak.
hand.
no.
Tears
Fucking
jaw in half.
angel, devil on my shoulder. No, I'm not gonna murder this guy. But I do force my way in there. If they resist. We start by saying we're investigating a murder. Please let us in.
And
If they
he
resist.
he looks at you and he says, "Caw," because he's a Kenku.
What?
Oh, he's a
Can't Kenku's
You should know
talk?
someone, so.
Kenku's talk common? What are you talking
No,
about?
no. The fact that he's trying to pretend like he doesn't know any words besides caw, this is 100% him fucking with you.
Okay, well, it's canon then. Casper like looks over his shoulder at the rest of the party like, does he not speak common?
No, he almost certainly
To
does.
the
I
next
think
door
he just
down,
wants
that's
to talk
also a
to him.
Kenku, and it goes Scraw,
That one's also fucking with you.
and the one next to that goes Scree.
Oh,
I mean, they're
Oh.
saying their names.
Nix, Byron, Casper. We have a couple of questions for you about a murder.
Okay, I'm done. Slam open the door. Take the Kenku. Push him against the wall.
Yeah, you guys don't find anything in their rooms. If you would go to Kuraz's room, he would want to talk to Byron if you would want to, but other than that, you guys don't find anything.
Is Kuraz the half orc?
Yep, sorry, he's the only one I didn't.
No, you're totally cool. Just want to make sure. Yeah, let's go to Kuraz's room. And what, he just says, like, I'll only talk to Byron?
No, he just wants to talk to Byron.
Oh, you can talk with all 3 of us, though. Anything that can be said in front of Byron can be said in front of us. Isn't that right, Byron?
I'm open. You're welcome to speak with me.
I could talk to anybody, but I just want to talk to him. I don't really want to talk to you others.
Well, we're a package.
I bet you are. Got nothing.
Eyes up here, and let's
What is,
focus
like,
on the.
anti-sexual tension? What is that called?
We call it the Haragon.
Okay. Ooh, that good old cannibal tension. Interesting.
Byron
We're looking for
Byron looks at
information.
the other two and says, "I don't mind speaking with him. You guys are right outside the door. I don't think we have anything to fear."
Okay. Go ahead.
Fine. Nyx begrudgingly will leave the room.
I mean, we'll just be in the hall outside.
Byron, like underneath his cloak, is kind of like holding the hand of the high Vosk revolver and trying to keep his arm tucked, so it doesn't look
Trying
like
to
he's
figure
doing.
out how to shoot it into a symbol of a snowflake.
No, he's just holding it in case he gets attacked.
We found him, guys. It was him.
He Kuraz.
As the door closes, Nyx is still just like peeking in up until the very last second. And then as soon as it clicks shut, she just whirls to Casper and she's like, "This is a bad idea. We should go in, right? We should go in."
Well, Byron can easily take care of himself.
He doesn't have message. What are we gonna
Especially
do
with a
if that
pimp.
happens?
He's right through the door. He can scream.
We don't know how loud these doors are.
Next.
You hear Byron from inside the room. "Hey, can you guys keep it down?" Nix, quit whispering.
I'm whispering. You can't even.
Next, it's okay.
Kuraz looks at you and he says, "Look, I don't wanna help, but out of everyone here, I know that you're the one that's gonna fuck shit up. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of information because I don't want any trouble on this ship."
Okay, what are you smuggling?
Oh, no. I last night when I was coming down from the party, I saw a big fella walking in the opposite direction from that little gnome guy's room.
Okay, race by chance?
It was dark. Have you ever drank 8 drink tickets?
No, I'm not one to lose my senses. Okay, well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell my employer that we had this conversation.
Oh, that won't be a problem. I don't think your employer likes me much anyway.
You got that right. He says, "I'm done."
Byron, by the way.
We're going in there. Byron,
Did-
it's been silent for 30 seconds. Do you need help?
Did you just offer him your right hand where your revolver's at?
No, he took his hand like off of
Oh,
it and
okay.
stuck it out, and you
He's
said,
Byron.
"Yeah, Byron." By the way,
He
yeah.
reluctantly puts his hand in yours and shakes your hand.
He doesn't introduce himself.
Oh, I'm Kuraz.
Okay, nice to meet you. And we're gonna memory bank Kuraz's face, his armor, and his name and the way he spoke.
He's not wearing armor. He's just wearing a straight up.
The purple suit and
suit.
whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
he's just
Yeah.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Tucking that one back away later in case he needs to enter Prowler's residence of any sorts. So okay,
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't tell you where he works.
yeah, totally fine.
All right.
Yeah, so
So?
Byron will leave. And whenever I get back outside, I'll explain large figure leaving the room. He saw him, didn't want anyone else to know that he was narking.
Okay. So that's all you get out of them. You walk down the hall, going into people's rooms. You don't find anything else.
Okay.
In the hallway, or you mean like as we
like
talk
in
to
the
everyone
rooms? Yeah.
Oh,
in the
okay.
rooms. Yep.
else? Okay. Do we need to check out the crew rooms then?
Yeah, I think we
The
need to
captain's room.
we need to
It's the
check out
captain!
the Tabaxi's room probably first.
Did we?
The Tabaxi is part of the Prowler group that we already
Yeah.
talked to, correct?
No, there's a Tabaxi in the crew, Mist Raven.
Okay. Cool. Let's go talk
He
to
roomed
Mr.
right
Raven.
next to that.
Yep.
Is there
Next to
anyone on the
Fancy Cake.
staff that is large like that?
So no, there is well, the Triton, Porbach Brosting. He's gonna be a pretty large fella.
Okay.
Okay.
So tucking that one away in the memory banks.
Let go.
Okay, so you head down the hall, and you end up at Mist Raven's room. Again, this is the same size as yours, more lived in than before. And she comes to the door and she's like, "Have you found anything? It's terrible what happened to Fancy Cape."
Did
It
you
is.
hear anything? I mean, somebody was getting impaled into the wall right next door to you. You'd think that you would have heard something.
I had the second watch last night. I wasn't down here till this morning. But I will say that I did see something odd last night. I saw it's 10:51. I saw something to push the story along very fast. There was a big man, and he had his arms raised and he was swaying just into the wind, and I didn't know how to take it.
Did
I also don't know how to take that. What do you mean swaying into the wind?
He was almost in prayer. He was speaking to the storm. I don't understand.
Was he outside? Was he on the top of the ship?
He was up the top of the deck.
I feel
Did
like
you
that
see
should have been
him-
something like important to report on the night of a murder that I don't know.
To be fair, they probably get a lot of 8 drink tickets and people who just kind of go up to the top of the deck and dance around and sway their arms. Did he fall overboard?
He did not. He went back down into the dining room. I don't know why I spun my finger like that was a room.
Mhm.
He went back into the dining room.
Did he look like Porbach?
No, it was not my poor Bach.
Did they have the same body type?
No, it's 10:52. He looked like a dragonborn.
Ah! Thank you for the information.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that we should go talk to a nerd! A murderous nerd!
You motherfucker!
Shove into the locker and get
Give
his
him a
secrets!
goddamn nookie when he dies.
Which room was the nerd staying in? We go there.
You go to his room and he's not in his room. His room is actually extremely neat. The bed's made.
Except for the shoes are just covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm investigating. Got 16.
Okay. You find green paint.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Yep. There you go.
I think we have our guy.
Quick,
Yeah.
test it.
Should I?
Dragon.
Nah.
it's-
The taste of nerd.
It's paint. It is paint.
Okay, listen, I know that this is a little uncouth. Is there anything to steal from him?
is there anything to steal from him?
Because now that we know he's a baddie, like
Extra pocket
Sure.
protector.
There's an extra pocket protector. There's 4 gold, and there's an extra pair of glasses that are super nerdy.
you know what? I'm taking all of it. I don't even care. I don't even fucking care. All right, listen, I'm pocket protectors, whatever. I'm still taking it. Alrighty. We gotta find this fucking loser. So, do we want to spread out? Can we send Athena? Can we still do the Athena vision thing?
I can smell losers.
Is that magic?
Sure. Well, no, actually it is. I guess, like, since she's a summoned Fey beast, does she just, like, blip out of existence? I don't know, like...
Well, I mean, we've already established that she's here, so we'll say it's the one thing that works
Okay.
For magic is familiars.
Okay.
Okay.
We
You
get
know
up to the
what,
Dragonborn,
nerds?
he has 14 familiars sitting around him.
You know what nerds hate the most? Successful, popular, athletic people.
Oh.
That's who he's attacking next.
He might dislike a Chad, and you kind of fit that bill. Just take off your not a cop hat.
I don't know how that really. You know what? He's probably attacking the captain next or something. So we should go look at that. I don't know. That's completely a guess on both character and player part. But
At the very least, we can get the captain and recruit him to help us try to find this guy.
Sure. You recruit the captain, and you all around, and you end up back in the dining hall. As you open the door into the dining hall, you see that the Dragonborn, who before was a regular dragon color, now is he's got white scales, and there is markings all over his chest, and he is holding a creature hostage. And that's where we're going to end.
Is the creature the person from the knight from the Reborn?
Yeah, what creature?
We have no idea who the creature is because it will be Emily next week.
Oh!
Yep. So.
Oh, fuck. I really was going to say I literally don't give a shit about anyone on this boat, so being held hostage really doesn't matter to me. And then you gotta go and do that.
Yeah.
You gotta make it
he
Emily.
hasn't been introduced. We can just kill him right away and then
Very clever.
make a new one.
Well, that
Very
works.
Clever.
So I thank everyone for sticking around for all the shenanigans, because tonight was a lot of shenanigans. But I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I learned that for some sort of mystery, we need at least 4 hours. Yeah, we just need 4 hours.
Listen, we're very clever, and we can come up with a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, well, and I also realized that murder mysteries, as soon as you don't put them in direct order, like I have in my notes, like you guys could have done them in any order you need, but as I like throwing things out, it all goes to shit. But
Sure.
That's what happened, and we really appreciate you guys for being here. Rob, you want to throw out some sweet inspiration?
Kite Sage, you really made me laugh with the orc emoji and then the nerd gets the locker comment. That was really funny. So, Kite Sage, 100%.
Nice. Well, we will be back next week on Tuesday, so we appreciate you all and can't wait to see you next week.
See you
Bye,
Bye,
next time.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.